This is where the fun begins.
Yes, Texas is a rival.
I have a river of Kool-Aid for basketball.
It's time to step inside the hog pen.
What's up, everybody? Welcome into an all-new episode of Inside the Hog Pen. I am your host, of course, from the Central Arkansas Hog Pen, Razorback Zach, alongside my wild band of misfits from the NEA Hog Pen, holding it down. He's my buddy. He's my co-host. Oh, and by the way, he is the glue that holds the whole damn thing together, which has been professionally proven right here in the middle. Marcus MC Carlton, and from parts unknown, still trapped in a Taliban prison, is DMad Dylan Matt. What's up, boys? It's game week, baby.
It is. It's finally game week.
Wait. Let me do that. Let me do that right way. Hey, yo, it's game week, yo.
I wish I had a Bobby Petrino voice to do, but all I can do is just a very slow and methodical voice with no emotion that sounds like you would find at a buffet restaurant.
That's scary how you do that. That is very scary how you do that. Well, hope everybody had a great week. Let me try to see if I can get this show shared out just a little bit more. If you're just joining us, Sam Pittman Live just kind of wrapped up. We do not have an update from there yet. But we will have that on the pregame show coming up on Saturday. No, I take that back. There won't be a pregame show on Saturday.
Postgame.
There will be postgame. So we'll have that alongside all of your reactions from the game in Fayetteville along the others. It's a big show, dude. I struggled for most of the day trying to put a lineup in because I feel like talking season has lasted forever. But
Yep.
Got a couple of shout outs, got a couple of announcements. Number one, it is a very big birthday for Razorback Nation and one personally here at home for me. But I have a 16-year-old daughter now.
Oh, wow.
She turned 16 today.
What kind of card you get her?
You're
welcome.
I didn't get her a car. She doesn't want to drive yet. She's more focused on her bookwork.
She's 16. Okay, so when's the first date? Because she's 16 now.
Hey. Whoa. Trying to give a man a heart attack? What the hell? No, she shares a birthday with Darren McFadden.
Not Dylan.
Yeah.
Shut up, dude. You shut up, Dylan. But yeah, she shares a birthday with DMad. So that's
a pretty good one to share with.
Right? I did, and I got her donuts. I surprised her at school with a dozen donuts, and Amy got her this basket of candy and balloons. Turns out she couldn't have the balloons on the bus ride home, so I had to.
You know where you can have balloons?
Where?
In a car.
I'm going to drive down the street and I'm going to kick you. I thought I'd let you know that. Hey, wanted to remind everybody, September 6th, mark your calendar, September 6th, live from War Memorial. It'll be me, Razorback Zach, coming to you live for the ITHP Tailgate Show and the Harris Made Chef Services Tailgate Party. Spots 298 and 299. It's kind of at the corner of Markham and Fair Park. Our banners will be out there. And bring your chairs, have a good time. We're gonna have the game streaming. We're gonna have the game streaming live from the tailgate. If you guys don't have tickets, I don't have tickets. I'm okay not going into that crap hole. I mean, War Memorial. So bring your chairs, relax, have a good time. Plus, you guys will get to see a live broadcast with me doing the pregame show from the tailgate spot. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be it's a first for us, by the way, but nothing we're not used to. But the pregame show starts at about 2:30, and kickoff is scheduled for 4. Y'all come out whenever you want to. I
think it's actually going to be good weather too if it stays where it is right now.
Weather here, man, has just been amazing.
Yeah.
October 11th, 6 to 9 p.m. Little Oktoberfest kicks off. They're part of Dogtown Throwdown. I'm still trying to get information as to what exactly that is. But it's going to be in Argenta Plaza in North Little Rock. General admission tickets are $25. VIP tickets are $40 or $50. I'll have to double check that. But your boy will be back for as the MC and the broadcasting live all day, literally all day. It's our longest broadcast of the year, but it all goes to a good cause. But for the first time ever, we will finally get the real MC, we hope, in attendance. But Matt Hart will be joining me for the pregame show next weekend alongside, he will be one of my special guest hosts, along with a plethora of other guests for the Little Oktoberfest. But let's see. Is there anything else I'm missing here, y'all?
I think you hit it all.
All right, y'all ready to jump into the meat of this?
Yeah.
All right, so the depth chart is out for this week's game, and the dreaded and/or is back on the depth chart. Please, for the love of God, can we get rid of the and/or is this just for the first game to figure out the final pieces of these positions?
That's not the piece that bothers me the most about it. The big red flag for me was, last week it was announced that Keyshawn Blackstock was moving from the offensive line to the defensive line to help with depth.
Yeah,
well,
that's surprising.
It wasn't just to help with depth; it was to help with the too deep. He's listed at number 2.
Seeing him at number 2 behind Cam Ball.
Yeah, that's a bit of a red flag.
I don't know, dude. That one worries me a little bit. Like, why would you if you're not going to start? Because Pittman, they asked Pittman that when all that broke. Did you see what he said about it?
I did, but I've probably blocked it out of my head by now.
Well, we moved him over there because he wasn't going to start on the offensive line. He's not starting on the defensive line. So why? My composure here, but why move him over there if you're just going to put him in as a back? He wasn't going to start on
because
the offensive line.
You don't rotate offensive linemen, you rotate defensive linemen. So he won't start, but he'll probably get at least 20 to 30 snaps a game. And he could be a bear as an offense or as a defensive lineman too.
I hope he is.
Because he has the knowledge of how offensive linemen think. So he could use that knowledge to outwit his opponent.
Well, but at the same time, I mean, look, and I've got it pulled up here. I know Cam Ball is a senior, and I know he's planted in that position. But why make such a big deal about moving Blackstock, if he's not going to start? That's what I don't understand. Why make such a big deal out of it and make the comment, well, he's not going to start on the offensive line because apparently we've got decent depth there. And that offensive line, apparently this is the best offensive line Sam Pittman said he's had since being at Arkansas.
Said that a couple of years ago too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know he did. Are we surprised by anything outside of the Keyshawn Blackstock move on the depth chart?
That was the most surprising thing, I think.
Yeah, I think that was the...
How do you guys feel about... Go ahead, dude.
Tip of the hat to Keyshawn Blackstock. Last year when he was coming in, y'all remember how everybody was kind of putting him as the prima donna, I'm holding out because of my NIL and all that crap.
Right.
How many NIL players will switch positions at this point in their career? Zero.
Good point.
Yeah. But think about it this way, too. Cam Ball turned down a lot of money to stay at Arkansas. And I mean a lot of, like Micah Parsons with the Dallas Cowboys type money.
You mean with Green Bay?
You're going to make me cry live on the show, aren't you?
He's about to get traded to my Packers.
DMad, can I have the authority to I have the authority to fire somebody mid-show, right?
I'm going to refrain from comment.
You're an ass. That's all I'm going to say.
Apparently. That's what I've been told anyways.
Yeah, same here. But no, I'm not too concerned. What I want to see though is, especially in game 1, if you've got any, and I mean any of your ones out there after halftime, there's a problem.
Yeah.
I think it's probably going to be not a very close matchup. But I think you'll start seeing the transition to the two deep midway through the third quarter.
See, I don't like that.
But that's how it always is. You have your players come out and play the part of the third quarter, and then they transition players.
Well,
in.
and also remember, Bobby never was big on playing the backups. I mean, there were several games that I remember when either Mallett or Wilson, either one were QB1, and I'm like, okay, why is he still going back out there? Why?
You think? I mean, okay, so the other side of this coin, if you look at the bigger picture, the other side of this coin would be the only reason Talon should still be out there midway through the third or even into the fourth is to just get reps because they're trying to get him into game shape for the next week. Because once you get past A&M, buddy, I'm sorry, that ain't another guaranteed win on the schedule.
Maybe Mississippi State, maybe.
You can't even convince me of that right now.
Yeah, I'm not convinced of any of them. I mean, honestly.
Speaking of, the college football season is actually officially underway. We had week 0. Did any of you guys see that game in Ireland last week?
I was in and out on it. I saw a little bit. I actually saw more of the Hawaii-Stanford game than I saw
that
of
one was
the other
good
one.
Too. But that Iowa State-Kansas State game, it was a little bit of defensive battle there in the first half. That second half, though, the offenses took off. Man.
I'm going to that Iowa State
fight
team.
in the parking lot?
Yeah, between dad and son.
A brother and a dad. Or a son and a dad. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. I'm going to get to see that Iowa State team up close and personal because in the week after A-State plays Arkansas, they are going to host Iowa State.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Okay, wait a minute. Time out.
They're going to do a home and home with Arkansas later.
Wait. A Power 5, because we just had this argument.
Yeah, Big 12.
Arkansas State. A Power 4, Power 5, whichever one you want to call it, is traveling to a lesser opponent.
To Jonesboro.
Have y'all seen that Arkansas is going to be traveling to Tulsa?
Yeah, but that game's now in jeopardy because of the SEC moving up to 9.
There's a lot of games in jeopardy right now.
Yeah.
Because of the moving to the 9-game schedule.
Yeah.
I want to go to a couple of these comments. Let's go up. Got to call out my kid. My kid's in the chat. Happy birthday, kiddo. My better half is in the chat. Which, by the way, y'all might want to pay attention to the pregame show next weekend. There will be, at some point during that show, a very, very big announcement. Like, monumentally. By the way, speaking of big announcements, am I the only one that doesn't give a damn about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift getting married? Who the hell cares?
So here's the big...
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, here's the big question on that. Is he going to go by Travis Swift or Travis Kelce Swift?
Listen, I have a
Swift Kelce.
Big Chiefs fan in my fantasy football league. And I promise you, the moments before the draft, I'm changing my team's name to Travis Swift Kelce.
Anyway, I'm all over the map. Put Sam Jones's comment up there for me, DMad.
Oh, Sam is back
Sam
in the comments.
Pun.
Oh, football season starts and he shows back up. How about that?
Well, never mind. Look, I'm not complaining about Blackstock. When Tank Booker started an entire season cuddling offensive lineman, can't be any worse than Tank. Refresh my memory, Tank Booker.
Man, I don't know, man.
MC, Tank Booker?
I'm thinking.
Name doesn't ring a bell.
No, it's not ringing a bell with this old man either.
Justin Ashmore says, game week, baby, Alabama A&M, but it's football.
Look at this one.
It's more weird Andy Reid and Bill Belichick are fans and go to the...
Well, that's just kind of them being dirty old men, isn't it?
Have you seen... Andy Reid's getting shot at, and Bill Belichick's got a 21-year-old pussy.
Also, Andy Reid's got a son that doesn't know how to not drink and drive.
Yeah, that's true.
My daughter said, Dad banned Taylor Swift. And you're damn right I did.
Yeah.
Until I realized one day I was listening to Taylor Swift and called Amy, and I was like, hey, this song's got a little bit of jam to it. I told her the title of the song, and she goes, you know that's Swift, right? And I was like, oh, no. Sweet Lord Almighty.
Let me tell y'all.
How insufferable is that first post-divorce album going to be?
Are we sure we're even going to make it to the ceremony?
Okay. So let's be honest here. This is the first time we've ever seen a football player get a prenup. Not
Very
give
true.
a prenup.
Yeah.
But get a prenup.
Yeah. Hey, Garrett Ray wants to know, and we'll touch on this at the end of the show. Which, by the way, SEC Pick'ems are back, and we'll have our list of games towards the end of the show as well. But he wants to know how we feel about North Carolina having talks with joining the SEC. Is there any to that?
I have heard a little bit about that. I was listening to another show that's more of a regional SEC based show, and that I don't remember who the hosts were. I just had it on to kind of help me pass the day at work. But they were talking about that North Carolina would be more likely to head to the Big Ten than to the SEC.
Yeah, but again, and I've been saying this for weeks now. It's going to come down to the Big Ten, SEC. All the other ones are going to be gone.
My other half has stepped in.
Uh-oh. You're in trouble now.
Oh, we got to behave now.
Yep. Our bosses are in here. The only one we're missing now is Mrs. MC. We need to get her in here, and then the will be complete.
No, we'll be all right.
But she says that prenup is going to be the longest novel he's ever read. Boy,
and she's not wrong. I mean,
she ain't wrong. She ain't wrong. Sam says, come on, guys. Tank was the 320-pound transfer from Maryland 2 years ago. The fact you can't remember says it all. He started at SMU last year. Well, there you go.
Listen,
and
when it comes to SMU,
our boy Aaron says we have football this week. Yes, we do.
When it comes to SMU, Dylan ain't paying attention.
Oh, what are you talking about? A lot of people think our next head coach is at SMU.
No, a lot of people think our next head coach is
on staff.
I'll tell you what, man.
Don't do it.
The Arkansas Razorbacks. Woo pig. I am no Frank Caliendo. That's the best I got.
I'm
on board, man.
Do you think Coach O is going to end his conferences with "Woo pig"?
Now that one I want to see. I want to see him on staff. Look,
he'd be defensive coordinator. Absolutely,
he would be a good D coordinator. But I mean, think about this: Gruden, O, Cal, and DVH all on staff at Arkansas. Look, if you can't bring a national title in any of those three in the next 2 years, we are indeed cursed.
So, if and when Hunter Yurchek brings in John Gruden or Coach O,
he's not coming.
So, let me ask you this: is he still on the hot seat when he brings those two in?
I don't think he'll be here.
You don't think so?
That's kind of me.
I think he'll leave before.
When's his contract up?
I think he'll leave before.
Not soon enough.
Before he fires Pittman, I think the new guy will fire Pitt, and there we go.
Are we going to have a Jeff Long situation where the board's you
need
to fire him?
No, you're going to have a JCP problem where you're just going to shove him in a broom closet.
No.
So getting back to Arkansas.
No. All right, let's circle back.
So I really did want to talk about something, though. Something that caught my eye. Somebody that's a backup wide receiver. Number 82, Monte Harrison, the 30-year-old himself.
Papa.
Listen, I'm just saying, whenever I went to the Ole Miss game, he stood out like a sore thumb.
He's a big dude, man.
That's a big dude.
Yeah.
And I think he ran a 4.4.
He's starting to open some eyes up, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he's technically a freshman, so if he graduates, he'll be 34. But beside the point. But yeah, I think he's gonna get some run.
You're actually incorrect. He's a sophomore.
No, he's a freshman. He redshirted last year.
Well, he's listed here as a sophomore.
I'm pretty sure they could have. I've got it listed.
I've got the depth chart right here. It's listed.
I've got it right here too.
Well, now what are y'all's wrong?
I'm going to the website. Hold on.
I mean, it could be a typo. One thing we haven't touched on, and I think it's important that we do, is special teams.
Yeah, there's the kicker, is this the kicker coming in that was supposed to be like number 1 in the country when we recruited him?
Yeah. He's supposed to be like the next Cam Little or something.
Yeah. Well, if he lines up from 70, I'll believe it.
Right. I mean, we've got to have a better kicker. Not saying
The university website says he's a sophomore, so we'll go with that.
There you go. We put the ones up.
Thank you. Thank you. So let's step back real quick.
Okay.
And let's talk about the SEC as a whole for a minute. We all know is number 1. They won't be for long because Ohio State's fixing to run them out of the shoe. But give me your dark horse
To win the conference?
Yeah, to kind of shock a couple of people, like Vanderbilt. I'm gonna tell you my pick. My pick's Florida.
Okay. You think Napier gets it together?
I think Napier gets it together, and I think Lagway takes a very big step forward this year.
Okay.
They're quietly building something down there in Gainesville because if you look at the way the first 6 games went for Florida last year, by that 5th, 6th game, we were all talking about Billy Napier getting canned. Then all of a sudden they go on this run, and I think they build off that. I do. I think they build off that. Other than that, Ole Miss breaking in a new quarterback. Vanderbilt is going to Vanderbilt. They're going to shock a couple people, but they're going to be sitting at the bottom of the barrel. Mississippi State,
Nah, they're going to – Mississippi State, the over-under on them is like 4 or 4.5.
I just don't see Mississippi State doing anything. DMad, who do you think your dark horse is this year?
I think there's 2 teams that I think have a really good shot.
Okay.
And they're both returning their quarterback, returning both coordinators. It's Texas A&M.
Okay.
And Arkansas.
Who's the quarterback down there at A&M now?
Oh.
It's not Calzada. Calzada's starting his
Calzada's at Kentucky now.
Golly, you had to ask.
And he's starting in his 7th year.
Zach
Calzada is in his 7th year.
Golly, I had his name on the tip of my tongue. Hold on, I'll find it.
Did he really just go there? Did y'all see what Sam did? You're not right for that.
The male cheerleader call. But he ain't wrong either.
He ain't
He's
wrong.
not.
All right, so while D-Mad's looking that up, I've got
Marcel Reed.
Marcel
That's
Reed.
it.
Okay.
That's it. Marcel Reed.
So he's saying A&M
Yeah.
is like his dark horse. Mine, I'm kind of torn. I'm going to say dark horse to win the conference is because I mean this is the most open that I feel like the
It's
SEC
wide
has been a while.
open.
It is.
man.
It's wide open. You cannot look. In years past, it's been Alabama or Georgia.
Yeah.
Okay? It literally will. You sprinkle in a couple of LSU's, things like that.
It's
But
more
you
wide open than. Never mind.
Yeah. What? Wait. Whoa.
Hey-o.
Whoa.
All right, I have settled on a dark horse.
If you say Ole Miss, I'm kicking you off the show right now.
No, I'm not going there.
Oh,
They're breaking in a new
God.
quarterback too.
Oh, it may be a.
Let me see if I can do this right. Hey-o. Y'all know what comes after that?
Is that LSU?
That's neck.
Is there something about a tiger after that?
Yes, there is. Yeah. I think I'm going to take LSU as a dark horse.
David, do you think Alabama's going to rattle cages? Do you think they're on their way back, or do you think
9 wins is pretty easy for Bama. LSU. I don't have any faith in that Nussmeier dude. I have zero in it.
Does he have any weapons around him at all?
I mean, he's got LSU weapons.
He's going to have weapons. He's at LSU. He's going to have weapons.
I don't see him.
I'm talking like a Jamar Chase or a who's the other one that they had a couple years back?
I think they had like the number 1 ranked wide receiver.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. He's been in college for 6 years. I'm pretty sure I think he's a Zach Calzada age. And the more these guys hang around. So I'm glad he brought up Tesla because apparently Tesla
That's a member of the Detroit Lions now. He made the final cut.
Man, he might be a problem this year. But apparently all that the NFL was telling him about was he needs to learn how to get separation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently he found out how.
Apparently he figured it out.
But I think Nussmeier was on the team when Coach O was at LSU. That's how long he's been there.
Well, I think he's finally figured it out. I expect him to have a big year. I really do.
Listen, he's going to put up a lot of stats because that's what a Brian Kelly quarterback does.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think he's Jalen Daniels. Obviously not running, but I don't think he's. I just don't see it, man. And this could be old takes exposed here, but I just don't. I don't see him having this Heisman type of season.
Well, I mean, again, this conference. If you look at it, if you step back and look at it, yeah, we've got a lot of teams ranked this year, and yes, Texas is number 1. However, you can't put your finger on because again, if Texas comes out flat against Ohio State, what do you think that's going to do to them? Number 1, mentally going into the next week.
I don't think they're going to come out flat. I think that, man. I think that obviously that's going to be one of the biggest games of the day, number 1 and number 3.
That is also one of our picks coming up.
But I think that game is going to be. I think it's actually going to be one of these early season games that lives up to the hype. I think it may have like a national championship feel to it.
It's got to. I mean, as Ohio State's coming off their championship year. Mm-hmm. They've got to prove that it wasn't a fluke. And as much as Texas gets pat on the back for the amount of recruiting that they have, Ohio State's doubled it.
Ohio State's ridiculous, man.
If the SEC, number 1, doesn't compete for the national title, number 2, doesn't win the national title,
or number 3 relies on Texas.
It'll be the longest streak in about 20 years.
Well, and I'll say this: I'm not one to give Ohio State a lot of praise because I just don't like them. But you got to tip your hat to Ryan Day coming off the national championship game. What's he do for his season opener? As Texas, he could have had University of Ohio, or he could have had Akron, or someone like that. For them to have, because I'm sure they're going to do all the national championship stuff, reveal the banner or hand out rings or whatever it is that they do. I wouldn't know because Arkansas has never done one in my lifetime for football. But whatever kind of ceremony they're going to have, they could have picked, a nobody. They could have had Bowling Green come in there. But no, I mean, they're having Texas right out of the gate.
It just, to me, again, this is the marquee matchup of the weekend.
Yeah. LSU Clemson is a close second, but this is the game.
It's number 1 versus number 3.
Yeah,
there is a lot riding on this game just because, and it's because it's the first game. It's going to be one of those when we're talking about this team in November. We're going to be looking back at this game and circling it, going,
Yep.
This is where it all went down. This is what happened.
Well, and if both of these teams live up to the hype, there's a very good chance they could meet again in the playoffs.
Yeah. So that being said, we're going to step away for a break. On the other side of the break, it is SEC Pick'em, and I'm going to do something a little bit different this year that I didn't do last year. So stick around for that. Plus, some other shenanigans, whatever we decide to get into. You're listening to Inside the Hog Pen. Back right after this.
Meeks Design is your one-stop shop for custom clothing with a personal touch. At Meeks Design, we can help you tell your story through your wardrobe. Your imagination on a hat, shirt, pullover, or nearly anything wearable. And while you're picking out some custom clothing, check out the one-of-a-kind handmade soaps from the Bobcat Soap Company. Find us on Facebook and let us create custom swag just for you at Meeks Design.
Hey, Hawg fanatics! We at Inside the Hawg Pen are thrilled to announce that SeatGeek is now a sponsor. As brand ambassadors, we're excited to share SeatGeek as a ticket app that simplifies the ticket buying process for all your favorite events. They provide a 0 to 10 score for each ticket, with green indicating a good deal and red indicating a not-so-good deal. As a special offer, Hawg fanatics can get $20 off their first ticket purchase by using the code INSIDEHOGPEN. Check out our socials for the link, and remember to use the code INSIDEHOGPEN.
Attention Razorback fans and local businesses. Are you ready to reach the most passionate Arkansas sports fans out there? Introducing Inside the Hawg Pen, not your normal Razorback talk show. We're fans first and don't try to hide it. No agendas, no propaganda. At Inside the Hawg Pen, we call it like we see it. And now we're looking for sponsors to join the team. This is your chance to put your brand in front of thousands of loyal Razorback fans who live and breathe Arkansas sports. From small businesses to major brands, we have sponsorship packages tailored just for you. So let's grow together and make Inside the Hawg Pen bigger and better. Don't miss out. Call 501-416-4331 or email us today at insidethehogpen@gmail.com and become a proud sponsor of Inside the Hawg Pen.
It's time to step back inside the Hawg Pen to the Meeks Design Studios.
All right, welcome back to Inside the Hawg Pen. Razorback Zach, Marcus MC Carlton, and from parts unknown, still trapped in a Taliban prison, Dylan DMad Madden. All right, so before we get to the SEC Pick'ems for 2025, our goal, Dylan, is to knock this guy off of his high horse because he kind of snuck out and beat me and our former
Beer behind the board
last year. I'm not going to let that happen this year.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. This goes back to my trip to Vegas. I'm insanely bad luck. I lost every little bit of money I had in Vegas.
That's why I don't gamble.
Well,
no,
I've hit one.
I took a gamble. I will say this, and I'm opening myself up for a lot of comebacks. But I gambled on Amy, and I think I batted 100 on that one, buddy.
I think the phrase "out kicking coverage" applies.
Yeah, in a big way. Because if she can put up with a dumbass like me, more power
Boy, ain't
to
that
her.
the truth.
Hey, I'll admit it. I can admit it.
But no, I might pick the Arkansas opponent every game this year, just because.
But think about it though. If you really step back and look at it, that's actually a safe bet.
I wouldn't say that. You want me to kick it off?
Not yet. I have one announcement I have to make. If you're going to a Razorback game this year, there is one rule you have to follow. And that rule is...
Don't get mad at the guy yelling louder.
Okay, so there's two rules. You can get mad at the guy yelling louder because he doesn't care. That's me, by the way. No, there's no howling in the hog call. It is not... No, this ain't Arkansas State. No offense, MC. It's woo, not ow.
Very
and
true.
No, Dan, MC is not wearing a Red Wolf shirt. I would
No.
not let him wear that.
That is the mutant ESPN Jeff Long
version of the Arkansas logo.
forward-facing hog.
It's not that bad. Y'all are being dramatic.
I hate that logo with a passion.
I hate Jeff Long and Brett Bielema for not making us the Oregon of the South.
I mean, I agree with you, but I still hate the forward-facing Hog.
Yeah.
I wish we had 30,000 different jersey combinations at our
I
university.
really want to see. I don't want to. Well, that's another story for another time. But so SEC Pick'em is or ITHP Pick'em is back. This is not going to just consist of SEC games. This is going to consist of the biggest matchups of the week, and it could vary from a couple of games to maybe 8 or 9. We don't know because I haven't done every week yet. I'm doing this week by week, but I'm doing something a little different because apparently there's a lot of Bet Saracen or there's the Oaklawn Bet Anywhere app. MC, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know in NEA if Southland does anything.
If they do, I haven't. They're not advertising it. I'll put it that way. If they do, they're not advertising, so I'm not sure if what they have going on. So, so are we ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
I don't think Facebook's ready, but that's beside the point.
Yeah. Facebook's having some technical issues.
It was there, and then all of a sudden it wasn't. So we're on. Looks like we're going to be YouTube and Twitter tonight because it cut off sometime in the break. I'm looking at that now, but anyway,
they're a whole
show
lot
goes on.
They're a whole lot smarter than me because I can't touch the boards. I'm not allowed to anymore. But we're going to kick this off, and the thing about what we're about to do, and the little feature that I've added this year is I'm going to team it up with Dylan, and Dylan's going to give us the lines on these games because a lot of people are starting to do the gamble on these games, betting on these games, things like that. Not put him on the spot because they're both investigating why our Facebook stream went down.
I've got it ready too.
But here we go. Game number 1, Auburn at Baylor. That's 7 o'clock Friday night on Fox. If YouTube, TV, and Fox get their stuff together. I almost slipped up and said the wordy dirt. But I mean,
they do have a temporary agreement in place until they get their final agreement ready.
Okay, but is it going to make it through the weekend? Because there's a lot of
that I don't know. That I don't know.
So, Dylan, we don't have a favorite in that game because I didn't see one on the ESPN app.
I've got Bet Saracen. Bet Saracen's got Auburn by 2. And
Really?
Okay, so just to preface this, we are not picking spread. We're picking winners, guys.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're
All
picking the team, not the.
Yes, just so we're all on the same page.
There will
money
be
line.
one game. There will be one game I will ask the score of, and that is obviously the Arkansas game as a bonus. So, MC, we'll start with you. You got Auburn or Baylor? It's
Give me
in Waco.
Man. Golly, that's a tough one. I'll go home team. I'll go Baylor.
God, that's tough.
Yeah, it is, man. That's a tough one.
And they're trying to prop up what's his face, former OU guy. But I don't know if you all have also seen on Twitter that they haven't gotten a surefire starter at quarterback right now. So I'm just going to go with Baylor too. I think that's a smart play.
All
Zach?
right, what are you doing, Zach? Who you got?
Well, y'all know I absolutely hate Auburn, like Texas level hate Auburn. So give me the Bears. Give me the Bears.
Bear down.
But at the same time, I saw what you did there, by the way. Good, nicely done. At the same time, though, I think it's going to be a competitive one. It's going to come down. It's going to just come down to, depth and talent. And I just don't think Auburn has the talent this year.
I think it's going to be a suck fest. Who's going to suck less?
Oh, you think it's going to be one of those 9-7, 7-3 games?
No, I'm not going to say it's going to be that. I think it's going to be a who doesn't throw 7 interceptions in a game.
Yeah.
Shout out Ole Miss.
You're
Yeah,
right.
I could see that. I could see it being a who screws up less kind of game.
All right, so
That's
I'm
kinda
pretty sure on this next game we're all going to pick the same team. So give me your score predictions for Arkansas and Alabama A&M. Alabama A&M and Arkansas. Here's the thing: Arkansas and Alabama A&M have never played in each program history. They've never played each other. So this is a first meeting between these two teams. Alabama A&M coming in from the SWAC. They're an HBCU. Of course, Arkansas in the SEC in a Power 5 school. Give me Arkansas, and this has got to be a one-sided affair, and I don't give a damn if it's 80, 90 to nothing. You do not take your foot off the gas pedal for anybody. I want Arkansas to be the most hated team in the conference by the time we play Missouri in November. Give me Arkansas 70 to nothing, just like last year.
So I said Arkansas was going to beat UAPB 70 to 10 last year.
Oh God, here we go.
I'm going to go 56-0.
56-0. Okay. All right.
You know what? I'm going to change it 56-3.
Okay. I am. I'm going to go blowout, but I'm going to say that there is a junk touchdown scored late by Alabama A&M. And I'm going to go 52 to 10. Which, by the way, if it's 52 to 10, they don't cover.
I didn't find a line on it.
42 and a half.
Where'd you find that?
Saracen.
All right.
Looked over it.
So now we're getting into the ranked games of the week. Number 1 Texas travels to Columbus to take on the number 3 Ohio State Buckeyes. Ohio State's 1.5 favorite. That takes place 11 a.m. on Fox on Saturday. DMad, who you got?
I'm going to take Ohio State. Pretty easy. I think it's probably going to be a multiple score game. I don't see Texas as an offensive juggernaut like everybody else does. Every time that we've played Texas, they've scored less than 20 on us. Well, sorry. They scored 20 or less every time we played Sark at Texas.
So you're taking Ohio State?
Ohio State. Ohio State.
What's the spread on that game?
It is Ohio State 1.5.
Or not the spread, the over-under.
I didn't look that up.
Hang on. I just had that.
I'm interested to see what they think.
ESPN has it at 47.5.
Really? They think it's just going to be 47?
Well, that's saying the game's going to be about 30 to 14.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Obviously, that doesn't add up to 47.
No, but I get what you're going for.
21-24.
MC, what do you think?
I'm taking Ohio State in a close one. I'm going to say possibly even like a last-second field goal.
I'm going Ohio State too because Tuck Texas.
All right, we got to start disagreeing.
Look, I will stand by it. I will never pick Texas for anything, no matter who they're playing. Dang, Shorthorns. All right, number 9, LSU. It's the Battle of Death Valley. Number 9, LSU travels to Clemson to take on number 4, Clemson Tigers. Clemson is a 3.5-point favorite. That game is 6:30 on ABC Saturday night. So which Tigers is it going to be? MC, we'll start with you.
Bring your own guts. Dabo gets one.
Dadgummit, MC. So, the thing about Clemson is they have about a 3-game schedule. They could sleepwalk their way to 9 wins.
Yeah.
So, they know how important this is for seeding. Hopefully they know. So, I'm taking Clemson. Also, I don't trust Garrett Nussmeier again.
All right, who you got, Z?
The Tigers. Go Tigers. No. This one's going to come down to literally, you're talking two powerhouses. Mm-hmm. And it just DMad, who did you take, by the way? I'm sorry.
Clemson. The Tigers.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
hey, that's my line.
Tigers.
No, I think this one's gonna determine, because here's the thing. Since Brian Kelly's been at LSU, he has never won his season opener. Yeah. So give me Clemson.
Guys, we got to disagree.
Yeah, we are all agreeing way too much here.
I'm following MC because I'm whooping his ass this year. It will come down to bowl season, baby. All right, so next one is Virginia Tech travels to Columbia, South Carolina, to take on the number 13 South Carolina Gamecocks. South Carolina at home is a 7.5-point favorite. That game is 2 p.m. Sunday on ESPN. You know what? Give me the Gamecocks.
Where's that one? Is that one at South Carolina?
That's at South Carolina. And I'm telling you, man, South Carolina's got something brewing over there.
Just my whole problem with South Carolina is early season South Carolina is not the same as end of the season South Carolina. With that being said, I'm going to take South Carolina.
But here's the other storyline. MC, you and I talked about this a couple of weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Think of the from a series perspective, from a program perspective, it really doesn't have a lot of history to it. But who was the head coach at Virginia Tech for the longest time?
No, Daddy
Papa Beamer.
Yep.
So that's going to play a factor in this because he's basically, and again, I'm not comparing apples to oranges here, but in Virginia Tech's eyes, he is a Nick Saban without the championships to Virginia Tech.
Yeah.
That kind
DVH.
of. Yeah, he's the DVH of Virginia Tech. He's got
everything. He didn't deserve that straight. I'm so sorry.
That was
golly, man. I'm sorry.
Golly, I felt the flames off of that one.
Yeah, that one came in. That one came in from left field.
Not wrong, but
so MC Vitek or something.
Give me the Hokies. I'm like DMad. I don't have a lot of faith in early season South Carolina, so I'm going to take the Hokies.
Zach, we're up one on him. Just FYI.
I was like, okay, that one's going to come down to it. Number 8, Alabama. It's 13.5-point favorite, traveling to Tallahassee to take on Florida State. That game is 2:30 on Saturday on ABC. Does Mike Norvell light a fire under the Seminoles and upset Alabama and the number 8 Crimson Tide?
MC.
Oh. Doak Walker's going to be rocking. They're going to be partying like it's 1993 with Charlie Ward.
Now, you understand that
you're trying to win this, right?
If you look at Alabama, y'all
better hope that Virginia Tech and Florida State do not win because I will be the most obnoxious SOB we've ever had on this show.
And it ain't even freaking basketball season yet.
I'm sorry. It was there. I had to take it.
You had to take it. Absolutely. Yes.
Right through the uprights, dude. Right through the uprights. D-Man, you got Florida State or Bama?
Who's Bama's quarterback? Is that Ty Simpson, dude?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
We have no idea.
Who is it? Yeah.
Oh.
There's no Jalen Milroe.
No Jalen
Hurts ain't walking through that door.
Who's their running back? They have Ryan Williams. Who's on their defense?
The only guy I know that's coming back is that wide receiver.
Give me Free Shoes University.
Here's the thing. If you
thought I'd get a laugh out of MC on that one.
If you look at the social media pages from these fans from Alabama, if Kalen DeBoer does not get the job done this season and they go 8-4 again, they want him gone.
Well, the problem with Alabama now is that Saban set their expectations so unrealistic that a 10-win season is going to be considered garbage now.
Mm-hmm.
They don't understand what real life is like.
They don't.
They are like Kentucky basketball circa early John Calipari years.
Yeah.
Where there was only a 3-game schedule back in that year, and it was Arkansas and Tennessee, or not Arkansas, Tennessee, Arkansas and Florida, and that was the entire SEC series that they had to play, and they could just sleepwalk all the way to the SEC championship.
All right, final game of the week.
You didn't give your pick.
Oh shit.
Free Shoes University.
Yeah, give me
Ty
Florida State.
Simpson is the Alabama starting quarterback.
I pulled that out of nowhere.
You know what? I don't have any. I'm going to change mine. I don't have any faith in Mike Norvell. I don't think he can turn this program around like everybody thought he could, like he did at Memphis. This is the only time you're ever going to hear me say this.
They went undefeated.
You're going to go against the UCA homeboy.
Yes.
Cornrow Mike. You're going against Cornrow Mike.
Yes.
Oh, man.
All right.
Last game. Catholics versus Convicts.
Number 6, Notre Dame travels to Miami as a 2.5-point favorite to take on number 10, the Miami Hurricanes. Sunday, 6:30 on ABC. Catholics or Convicts? MC, we'll start with you.
You know, earlier this week, Jimmy Johnson was the featured speaker at the Little Rock Touchdown Club. And he talked about when the original Catholics versus Convicts game was, and he talked about that the worst loss in Notre Dame history came at the hands of Miami, and that Lou Holtz and some of the other talking heads accused him of running the score up. And did y'all see what Jimmy Johnson said?
No.
He said, I didn't run the score up. He said, my backups were out there running the score up. So, give me the U.
All right.
Oh.
Now, I want to add a little perspective on this game. If Miami beats Notre Dame, what kind of an impact does that have on the Notre Dame-Arkansas game in a couple of weeks?
I don't think it'll have one.
They play Texas A&M the next week. Notre Dame plays Texas A&M the next week.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. I haven't even looked at their schedule.
They got a buzzsaw coming out. So that's why I was saying all the way up until the Arkansas series, they could be 1-3. They could be 3-1. But go ahead and give me the U. I think Cristobal, he's a hell of a recruiter.
Mm-hmm.
He's kind of put a fence around Florida right now.
Yep. I would agree, man. I think so.
Give me Notre Dame.
Oh. Taking Rudy.
He was offsides.
He was
offside.
offside.
Yeah, he was offside. He was way offside. So that's going to do it for football, but we have a little bit of basketball news that broke today.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to turn it over to our resident basketball genius.
We don't have the School of Hog Hoops.
We don't have the School of Hog
No, we
Hoops,
don't.
but it's time to go to school temporarily until what? Early November?
Wait,
Yeah.
I might have a whistle. Hold on. Nope, I just have a bell.
Nope.
Never mind.
So, we've heard about earlier in this year that Arkansas was going to play Michigan State. Well, the news finally went official and public today. A home-and-home series, Michigan State, starting this season on November 8th. The Hogs are going to go up to East Lansing. And then next year, Michigan State is going to come to Bud Walton Arena. So that's huge. That's a big series. I believe that is like the first full opening weekend of college basketball, November 8th. So that's one of those made for TV games. I mean, you're talking 2 Hall of Fame coaches there going to get it on early on in the season. Calipari and Izzo. That's going to be a fun matchup.
You remember Izzo was talking very highly of Calipari in the Razor's Edge docuseries.
Yeah. Yep.
Went out of his way to get an interview on that.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm looking forward to it, man. I mean, that's one that's going to have a lot of eyes on it early. And, if you look at the schedule, man, Cal feels really good about his team because he has loaded up this non-conference schedule with
that's what he does,
top 25
man.
opponents.
That's what he does.
Yeah.
He does not care. He's going to test his team out. This is the non-conference schedule. This was effective earlier today. Exhibition against Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
Then we play Southern at Michigan State, UCA, Duke in Chicago, Louisville, Texas Tech in Dallas, Queens, don't know who that is, and then Houston and New York. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I think if you want to count Memphis, 6 teams from the dance last year just in your non-conference.
Yeah.
It's
And
going
that's
to really
before
help.
you get into SEC play.
Yeah, and that's really going to help your net ranking. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what it is. The net ranking.
Yeah, it's man, it's
Also,
either going to be really good or it's going to be a struggle to get the conference play. One or the
also,
other.
how smart is it to schedule one of these highly rated games at a neutral site because it's not going to affect the losing team as much either way.
Yep. Neutral sites don't hurt you. Neutral site losses don't hurt you like home losses do.
Because if we go up there and beat Michigan State, that's going to hurt their net ranking.
Absolutely.
That would be a quad 1 loss, but
yeah,
just that thing is almost a scam. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't like it.
You know what the net rankings remind me of?
I like the eye test. What's that?
The old BCS rank. You may not remember this, DMad, because
the Bowl Championship Series.
Yeah, the BCS. How the BCS was ranked and everything. How that was made up and everything. The computer rankings. That's kind of what the net rankings remind me of.
Yeah, I understand that it's a tool. I don't think it should be the end all be all. I think it should be just something to look at if you have the difference between a hair between two teams, you can use that as a tool.
Right.
But whenever you're talking about bid stealers and who should get in over who, okay, you start looking at the eye test because I don't believe that. Let's see. Then say the 64th team to get in. If you're with Texas A&M a couple of years ago, they should have gotten in.
Yeah,
over
I agree.
Any of those bad teams.
Let me ask you this then, DMad. And MC, chime in on this.
I prefer Batman, but
yeah, well, you're not there yet, Robin. Here's the thing: is that if you did the eye test on Arkansas last year, as they were, let's put it the Kentucky game forward because we all know they went 0-5 going into the conference play. We all know where the season ended. At that point, did you really think, based on the eye test, that they would have made a Sweet 16 run?
No.
Not
with the way injuries had hit.
Yeah. I will say this. At the end of the year, they were playing their best ball. They looked like a typical Eric Musselman team.
Yeah.
That was like the stereotypical Eric Musselman year. The first 5 games, you look like absolute trash. The last, 15 games?
Yeah.
You start getting it rolling. Into the SEC tournament, we went 1-2 or 1-1 in the SEC tournament.
Yeah, we went 1-1.
Gave Ole Miss all they wanted, and that guy threw a Hail Mary and it connected, and we lost. Honestly, not heartbroken over that loss, but at the end of the SEC tournament, you could look at our team and say, okay, they deserve to be in, and depending on the draw, could they make a run?
Right.
Yeah,
also, I didn't see St. John's as a huge scary team.
I felt like they were overrated.
They got overrated.
They got some favor because of being coached by Patino.
But at the same time, though, even after the SEC tournament, MC and I were having several conversations, and DMad, you were part of those too sometimes. We were talking about Arkansas having to play a play-in game just to get in the tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was on the table. I really did. And we weren't far from it because we were a 10 seed.
Yeah. So I'm looking ahead to next week. And again, I like looking forward, not backwards. As it stands right now, we only have one top 25 matchup, and that's Michigan, number 14, Michigan traveling to number 18, Oklahoma. But here's the thing. All of that could change in the next 5 days because week 1 starts tomorrow night.
Somebody's going to get upset this weekend.
Well, Kansas State's already been upset. That was a 18-22 matchup.
Yeah.
That's not a big upset, though.
There's going to be somebody's going to drop a game this weekend that they have no business dropping.
Somebody put out a way too early playoff bracket as it stands after week 0. Did y'all see who the matchup was for the national championship?
No, I did not.
It was Iowa State and Hawaii.
I see it.
That'll be a hell of a matchup. I'm
Okay.
not going to lie. I'd watch that.
I'm calling my shot right now as of August 27th at 9 o'clock at night,
Right?
Central Time. Tomorrow, number 25 Boise will not be ranked after they lose.
Next week.
They're playing against South Florida. I don't think they're.
Gonna beat them?
I'm going to call it right now. I think South Florida is going to beat them.
You think Western Illinois will beat Illinois?
No.
Not Brett Bielema team.
Bert's got it rolling at Illinois. Him and that Barry Lunny offense. I mean,
he'll be an SEC coach before too long.
Who?
It's Brett Bielema coming back to Arkansas.
Do y'all have an upset special?
I'm looking right now.
That's what I'm doing. All right, I got one that it won't be an upset special, but we'll call it a heart attack special because it's going to be way closer than it should be.
Okay.
UCA going up to face
the Dork.
The Dork.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
UCA's kind of scrappy early in the season.
Yeah.
They gave Michigan all they wanted last year.
They gave Michigan all they wanted.
I'm going to say that they almost scare the dorkiness out of Drinkowitz.
No lightsabers in the post game.
No
lightsabers in the post game. I'm still calling it. Ohio State upsets number 1 Texas. Not really going to be an upset, but
here's my number 2 game to watch.
Okay.
South Dakota and Iowa State. South Dakota is one of the best FCS teams year in and year out. I think they're probably going to scare a not so good Iowa State.
Isn't the UTSA Texas A&M matchup a rematch of their bowl game last year?
No idea.
I feel like that's a rematch of their bowl game.
Man, I don't remember. I can barely remember, what happened at the end of basketball season, much less all the way back to bowl season.
Yeah, right. But, all right, as we're wrapping up, week 1 underway tomorrow night. Everything kicks off. We've only got one game tomorrow night. That's that's actually at 4:30 on ESPN. That game kicks off at 4:30 on ESPN.
Wow.
So no prime time. But number 25 Boise State takes on South Florida. And then Friday you have Western Illinois versus Illinois. And then Saturday, the full slate of games.
You got Baylor and Auburn on Friday night, too.
There is all over the next 5 days, there is over 40 hours of football. Boys, we're back, and the weather could not be great, could not be better. The matchups could not be better. This is one of my favorite times of year, man.
Opening weekend's always fun, man. You always have some good games, but I think this is going to be one of the best opening weekends that we've had in several years. As far if you look at the matchups on paper, now will they live up to it? Who knows? But if you look at them, just on your TV guide or your ESPN app, whatever you look at them on, I mean, it looks like some good matchups.
But as we close out here, we're going to give final thoughts. DMad, we'll start with you. Final thoughts before we get out here tonight.
Let it be over. I got a whole lot of moving in the next month and a half.
Yeah, but your little bundle of joy will be here any day now, right?
I think I got a month. I think she's going to be here for the Notre Dame game.
I tell you this, man, it will change your life.
Yep.
I'm already worn out, and she's not even here.
Oh, trust me, it'll get worse.
Sleep while you can, brother.
Yeah, sleep while you can, man. Sleep while you can. MC?
Look, this game Saturday, I mean, we all know what this should be. Just don't get anybody hurt. Come out of it and get ready for the next one.
All right. So, I guess it's my turn, huh? I have a two-parter. One, there's no howling in the hog call. Number 2, if you get pissed that somebody's yelling louder during the hog call, I don't care. It's me. That's what I do. But no, look, guys, temper your expectations this weekend. You're not going to see anything fancy. You're not going to see anything,
Yeah.
too incredibly crazy. This is just going to be good old fundamental football. If they can play solid fundamental football this weekend, it's going to be one hell of a season that none of us have seen coming. Number 2, in about an hour and a half from now, 16 years ago, the big guy upstairs decided to make me a father. And I got to tell y'all, I've been reminiscing over the last 16 years all day. And that 21-year-old kid that was standing in St. Vincent, Little Rock 16 years ago had no idea what the hell he was doing. And it's true what they say. My dad says it all the time. You never stop learning how to be a dad. You never stop learning, no matter how old your kids are. My brother just turned 50. I'm almost 40. My older sister is in between us. And then I have my younger
Smart
sister.
man.
Look, I'm dumb. I ain't that dumb. And he, he'll say it all the time because I'll ask him questions about, as a dad, how do you handle this? And he'll say, dude, you never stop learning how to be a dad. And 2 out of the 3 of us, soon to be all 3 of us, are going to be dads. And MC, you can back me up having all boys. I've got, soon to be two 2 teenage girls and a teenage son. The clan's going to be growing soon. You never stop being and stop learning how to be a dad.
Right.
You always figure something out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
There's
DMad,
no, I mean, it's a never ending, you don't, it's not like a book you're reading and you close the book. I mean, it's forever open and you're forever turning the page.
Oh yeah. And you're writing your own story. DMad, soak these years up, dude, because you'll blink and your daughter will be 2 years away from graduating high school like me.
Or she'll be a sophomore in college like mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, no, I got to tell you, man, being a dad's probably one of the, and look, I've got a lot of titles. We all do. Uncle, brother, son, spouse, veteran, Razorback Zach, you name it. It's whatever. But the coolest title I've ever gotten is dad. So happy birthday, kiddo. I know you're probably watching. You need to be doing your homework and not hyped up on all the candy I got you for your birthday. But yeah, I wanted to get that out there because I've been thinking all day, and y'all know what happens to me when I start thinking. So if you hear a fire truck, don't come running. Yeah, I promise.
He's a flight risk.
That's another story for another time. But no, like I said, be excited. College football is finally here, and it all kicks off tomorrow night, Saturday. If you're going to the game Saturday and you see me, don't hesitate to come up and say hi. If you hear me, shout me out on Twitter, cuss me out on Twitter. I don't care. But hope everybody has a great rest of the week, and be sure to tune in to ITHP post-game show Saturday night. I don't know what time yet.
Yeah, we'll put that out there when we get a little closer to time and we're able to tell when Learfield gets done with their Hawg post-game show and all that, because we don't want to make you have to choose between listening to us or listening to the post-game. So, and
that's one of the reasons why we push the show to 8:00 on Wednesdays, because we don't want to compete with Sam Pittman live. And who knows what he might say?
I don't know.
Ah, damn it! You stole it from me. Ah. But that's why. But like I said, be tuned in for that because we want your reactions. If our streaming platform will keep our Facebook stream on the internet, and then of course next week is the biggest party of the year, and that's going to be taking place at War Memorial Stadium. Big thank you to James Harris of Harris Made Chef Services for putting that on, and I'm looking forward to it. Too bad you two can't make it. It sucks being an adult, doesn't it?
Priorities, man. I'm going to be watching my kid play ball instead of watching Arkansas.
Probably
going to be a better football game, too. So, all right, that's going to do it for us. For Marcus, MC Carlton, Dylan, DMad, Madden, I'm Razorback Zach. You have been listening to an all-new episode of Inside the Hog Pen. Until Saturday night. So long, everybody.
Thanks for watching this episode of Inside the Hog Pen. Listen anytime on your favorite podcast provider, and be sure to follow us on all our social network channels.